Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network proudly presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1979 season is on the air. We are back in the Bronx. Today's date is April 19th, 79. The Baltimore Orioles are here at the house that Ruth built, taking on the New York Yankees. The Orioles come into this game with a record of 2 wins and 9 losses. Historically, that Orioles team also got off to a slow start. They didn't start going on a major winning streak until a little bit later this month, actually was about now. The Yankees come into this game at 6-5, so off to an average start, but a game above 500. Baltimore historically won this game 6-3, 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the O's, 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees. The reason why this game was chosen, I like the pitching matchup. There weren't that many games played on April 19th. In this game, we did need to do American League game. We haven't seen the Orioles yet. We have seen the Yankees. But we've not seen the O's yet, so now it is their turn to take a look. Ronald Spursky joins us here at Yankee Stadium. So we are ready to have some exciting baseball action, and this should be a fun game tonight. Last night, a 16-2 crushing of the Expos, destroying the Cubs last night. Are we going to get that same kind of game tonight? I doubt it with these two pitchers. But then again, sometimes inside pitch has a mind of its own. Let's get started. Starting pitcher for the New York Yankees will be Louis Tiant, El Tiante. 13 wins, 8 losses, a 3.91 ERA. Louis Tiant definitely in the Hall of the Very Good. I cannot absolutely disagree with that. Louis Tiant in the Hall of the Very Good. But if you want to put him in the Hall of Fame, I'm a little borderline on that. But I might put it on credit card. Maybe. But Tiant definitely in the Hall of the Very Good. Brian Patterson joins us here at Yankee Stadium. So let's get started. Let's go to the top of the first. We are using blue, white, and white dice. Yankees are the home team. Leading off for the Orioles will be center fielder Al Bumbry, 285 average, 7 homers, and 49 RBIs in 79. This Orioles team still won over 100 games that year. They're off to a slow start, but I'm sure they're going to pick it up. FastScore Baseball can provide some surprises, and then again, you want surprises. You don't automatically just want the same teams up in there, right? What's the point then of playing the season? Tiant will start the game. 4-2 against the lefty. Walk, that 16 is high. Yankee Stadium subtracts 1 from strikeouts and 1 from walks. Bumbry, 2-5, and that's going to be a fly out to right, taken care of there by Jackson. 1 down. That will bring up the catcher, Rick Dempsey. Dempsey, 239 average, 6 homers, 41 RBIs. Dempsey, solid catcher, not a great hitter, but one of the better defensive catchers, I feel, in baseball history. Tiant with the pitch. 5-3. That's a strikeout. That 7 is going to miss it. Dempsey is a 7, but -1 makes him a 6. Dempsey swings 5-5, and he pops out to short for out number 2. 2 outs, and that will bring up one of the better players in 1979, and that's right fielder Ken Singleton. This guy could do it all that year. 295 average, 35 bombs, 111 RBIs. Singleton was the main man for the Orioles that season. Singleton was a monster. Tiant with the pitch. 6-4 against the switch left. That is a blank. Singleton, 4-5, and against the righty, base hit right past second, and Singleton gets a 2-out single. Man on first, and that will bring up the first baseman, Eddie Murray. Hall of Famer, no doubt. 295 average, 25 homers, 99 RBIs. Eddie Murray is up there. Singleton does not really have a threat to steals, and one thing he really couldn't do that year, and that 5 means he stays put. Tiant with the pitch. 3-2, strikeout 11, and he got him. Murray goes down on strikes. It's a called strike 3. Murray a 13, -1 is a 12, and Tiant gets a strikeout. That's his first. Tiant at 104 Ks in 79, and that will retire the side, by the way. So no runs and a hit for the O's, and we go to the bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles, Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. Absolutely. Jim Palmer was a massive dominant pitcher in the 70s. 10 wins, 6 losses, a 3.30 ERA. Not really one of his better years in ERA wise, but Palmer definitely was one of those very good control pitchers. So Palmer will take the mound here in the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder Mickey Rivers, 293 average, 9 homers, 50 RBIs. Yankees have a bit of a hodgepodge lineup in this game. Palmer with the pitch. 1-1, walk, 18 is high. Rivers, 1-5, that's a fly ball to center field. Bunbury will make the catch. One man down here is second baseman Willie Randolph, a 270 average. He had 5 homers and 61 RBIs in 79. Woodman 564 joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Palmer 1-2, strikeout 17, no way. Randolph 4-1, fly ball center field. Bunbury will make another catch for out number 2. 2 outs, and here comes third baseman Greg Nettles, 253 average, 20 bombs, 73 RBIs. The Yankees used a lot of players in 1979. Their amount of players they have for the 79 season of Inside Pitch, there's almost 50 cards in that pack. The Yankees went through a lot of players that season. Palmer, 3-6, that's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 6-1, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Singleton will get a beat on it, and he will make the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. No score after 1. We go to the the top of the second. Leading off for the Orioles will be their designated hitter, Terry Crowley. 317 average, a homer, 8 RBIs. Crowley only had 63 at-bats in 79, but he was the DH in this one. Tiant with the pitch. 6-4 against the lefty, that's blank. Crowley, 1-1, ground ball second base, and that will be handled by Randolph. 1 out. Here comes third baseman Doug DeCinces. I felt DeCinces at third base for the Orioles, a very solid fielder. 230 average, 16 homers, 61 RBIs. I always felt DeCinces could field his position very well in his career. Tiant with the pitch. 6-1, range play at the park. Yankee Stadium, 4-6. That's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Spencer. Spencer's range is a 2, and he won't get it, and that is going to go into the outfield. That will be a base hit for DeCinces. DeCinces gets his hit. He will hold at first, as Spencer couldn't make the play. Left fielder Pat Kelly is up next for the O's. 288 average, 9 homers, 25 RBIs. Infield does go to double play depth. Anything happening on base, that is a 20. Tiant does have a pickoff chance. The only way he gets DeCinces is on a 1. It's a 2. DeCinces barely gets back. And Spencer argues with the umpire, but they're going to say he was safe. Oh, DeCinces almost got picked off. Now Tiant will make the pitch. 1-5 against the lefty, blank. Kelly, 3-3, base hit right past short. That's a single for Kelly. DeCinces, a base running rating of 2. There's no way he'll make third. He will hold at second. And another base hit for the O's. Runners at first and second. And the Orioles have something going on here. Here comes the shortstop, Kiko Garcia. 247 average, 5 homers, 24 RBIs in 79. Runners at first and second. They'll stay on double play depth. The Sensei will stay there. El Tiante will go ahead and make the deal. 4-1. That's an error on a grounder. Garcia, 1-2. That's not going to be an error. It's going to be a fly ball to center. Rivers will get there for out number 2. The Sensei, as base running rating becomes a 0 on a fly out to center. So he will automatically hold there and not try to go to third. 2 outs. 2 down now, and for the Orioles, it'll be second baseman Rich Dower. 257 average, 9 homers, 61 RBIs. El Tiante gets set to make a deal. Nothing there with the 6. And now the pitch. 5-3, strikeout, 19 is high. Dower, 6-3, and that is going to be a fly ball to left field. Getting over there is Johnstone, and he's going to get there and make the catch, and that will end the inning. No runs, 2 hits for the O's. Already a much different ball game than last night's 16-2 crushing of the Expos over the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the second. For those of you who did not see that game, I suggest you watch it. The hits just would not stop for the Expos. They just kept on coming. Bottom of the second. And leading off for the Yankees, our first look at him here. He was not in the starting lineup in our first game with the Yankees against the Brewers. Right fielder, Reggie Jackson. And he gets his ring, and he gets the MVP trophy for the postseason in 79. He was named the 1981 postseason MVP. And so I call that the Jackie. I'm going to now give that a name, and that's going to be the Jackie Robinson Award. So the Jackie Robinson Award, or the playoff MVP trophy, goes to Reggie Jackson, and he will get that award and his ring. Jackson in 79 had a good season. 297 average, 29 homers, 89 RBIs. If you throw a meatball to Jackson, it's automatically lasagna. Palmer, 1-1. That's a walk. That 17 is going to be high. Jackson, 6-4. It's a deep fly ball to center, but Bumbry's got plenty of room, and that is out number 1. 4 outs, all of them fly outs. Next up for the Yankees will be their designated hitter, Chris Chambliss. Chambliss is the DH for this game. 280 average, 18 homers, 63 RBIs. A little surprising he had him there. Bob Lemon had him early DHing. Palmer will go ahead and make the pitch. And that is 1-1. That's a walk. That 9 is going to be too high. Chambliss, a 2-4, and that's a fly ball to left field. Kelly will make the catch, out number 2. Steeler fan joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Two outs. Next batter for the Yankees, first baseman Jim Spencer. He's the first baseman tonight. And had a pretty good year, mostly pinch hitter, but he did play in 106 games. 288 average, 23 home runs, 53 RBI. Spencer, if he gets a hold of one, it's getting out of here. Big Clue joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Palmer, 3-6. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 6-5, and that's a fly ball to center. Getting under there is going to be Bumbry. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. All 6 outs have been flyouts. No score after 2. Third inning coming up. Al Bumbry leads off for the O's. He's 0 for 1. Tiant will go ahead and set the table. Make the pitch. 6-4 against the lefty. That's a blank. Bumbry, 6-3, and it's grounded right back to El Tiante. He will take it and toss it over to first. 1 down. Next batter will be Dempsey. Dempsey 0 for 1. Tiant goes ahead. He will settle in with the pitch. 5-1. That's a walk. That 13 is going to be high. Dempsey, 2-2. That's a ball hit to left field. That is an 8 against the righty. Dempsey's going to smack one into left. It'll bounce off the wall. That's going to be a double. Dempsey slides into second base. And he has his first base knock of the game. And now the very dangerous Singleton. Singleton is 1 for 1. Got a base hit his first time up. Dempsey on at second. And that is a 4. He will stay right where he is. El Tiant sets in. Makes the pitch. 6-4 against the switch left. That's blank. Singleton, 5-1 against the righty. Base hit right past second. That will be a single. Will it score Dempsey? I don't think so. His base running rating is a 1. Single past second. He needs to be a 2. In order to get home, he will be put the stop sign up, and he will hold at third. They do not send him. Dempsey, not one of the faster runners, but it is a base hit for Singleton, and that is his second hit of the game. And now with runners at the corners, here is a batter you love having in this situation over the O's, and that is Murray. Murray is 0 for 1, and let's see what they're going to do here. They are going to call the infield. They're going to call a double play depth. It's early, so the Yankees want to just if they get 2 outs, they'll get out of the inning. Strategy roll, and that is a 10. Nothing happening there. Tiant will settle in on Murray. If you pitch Murray hard, if you give him something to hit, Murray's going to go ahead and put it into the stands. Tiant, 2-6. That's an automatic out, and it's going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn to 2. 3-0-4. Second base pivot, Randolph. +2 is a 6. So the only way it's not a double play is on a 6. It is a 3. They got it. Shortstop to second to first. Double play. Side retired. And Tiant gets out of the jam. No runs. 2 hits. And the Orioles strand some runners. And it remains no score going into the bottom of the third. Nice play by Bucky Dent to make the play. Bottom of the third. Leading off for the Yankees will be their left fielder, Jay Johnstone. Johnstone will find himself on the San Diego Padres later in the year, and may he rest in peace, who passed away last season. Johnstone, a .277 average, a homer, 39 RBIs. Palmer will go ahead and pitch to Johnstone. And that is a 1-6. That's a possible error. Johnstone, 2-1, fly ball, left field. Getting over there is Kelly. Kelly has an error rating of a 0, so he will not make an error. He'll put away for the out. One man down. And the next batter will be the catcher, Jerry Narron. Thurman Munson was not the starting catcher for this game. Narron, 171 average, 4 homers, 18 RBIs that season in 79. Palmer will pitch, 4-2. That's blank. Narron, 6-5, and that is a ground ball to second base. Dower will throw to first for out number 2. That is the first ground out done by the Yankees. Every other out was a fly out. So they were all fly ball outs, but now there are 2 down. That'll bring up the shortstop, every Red Sox fan's favorite player, Bucky Bleepin' Dent. .230 average, 2 homers, 32 RBIs. If you are a Red Sox fan, you love Bucky Dent. How could you not love Bucky Dent if you're a Red Sox fan? Palmer will go ahead and make the pitch. 1-4, error on a throw. Dent, 6-5, and that's not going to be an error. That's going to be popped up to short. Getting over there is going to be Garcia, and he's got all kinds of room, and he's going to make the catch. And again, the Yankees go 1-2-3. Palmer asserting his dominance early here, like he usually did. No score after 3. 16-2 game last night. No score after 3 innings. The next game ever. If anyone doesn't tell me that inside pitch is unpredictable, you have no clue. That's another reason why I love this game. You really don't know how the game is going to go. Top of the fourth, Terry Crowley leads off for the O's. He's 0 for 1. El Tiante will make the pitch. 4-2 against the lefty. That's a walk, and that will be ball 4. Crowley, and 18 on that 12, and he will trot to first. So Tiant gives up a walk. That's the first walk he's given up. He had 52 of them in 79. Here comes DeCinces. DeCinces got a base hit his first time up. He is 1 for 1. Infield goes to double play depth. Crowley not a threat to do anything. Tiant still gets pickoff chance, but nothing there. Tiant will pitch 4-4 against the righty. Strikeout 17 is high. DeCinces 1-4, and it's chopped back right back to Tiant. Let's see if they turn the double play. 3 -1 because it's hit back to the pitcher. So 3-2-3. DeCinces a righty, so that's going to make the second baseman will be pivot, and that is Randolph, and he has a +2 pivot rating. So a 1-5, it's going to be a double play, and they turn it 2 outs. DeCinces grounds out into the 1-4-3, 2 away. Willie Randolph, a +2 pivot arm. And he really makes a big difference when it comes to double plays for the Yankees. And let's make sure I get the players in their correct batting order. Okay. Next up will be Kelly. Kelly got a single his first time up. He is 1 for 1. But now there are 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Tiant. 5-6, hit by pitch. 12 is way too high. Kelly, 1-3, fly ball, center field. Mick the Quick will get over there. He will make the catch, and that will end the inning. Nothing across except the walk. We go to the bottom of the fourth here. Bottom of inning number 4. Leading off for the Yankees will be Mickey Rivers. Rivers will find, even though Rivers is in a New York card, he will be on the Texas Rangers later in the year when the Yankees make some trades. Rivers is 0 for 1. Palmer will make the pitch. 3-4. Home run chance. Rivers a lefty. A 1-16. The 10 is good. Against a righty, Rivers needs a 6. A 6 or lower. He puts the Yankees on the board. Yes, he did it. Kaboom! High, deep, gone. Home run, Mickey Rivers. The first hit given up by Jim Palmer, and that is a deep fly ball to center, and that is a goner. Stadium cheers. Yay! Yankee haters groan. Mickey Rivers goes ahead. Jim Palmer pitched him a basketball, and Rivers decided to slam dunk it into the stands, and it is 1-0 Yankees as they're on the board first. Well, Palmer got to be careful with that. And Rivers just got enough of it. It was a 5. He needed a 6. He cleared the stands he cleared the wall maybe by about 10 feet. Here comes Randolph. Randolph is 0 for 1. Palmer was susceptible a little bit to the home run in 79. Palmer, 6-4, blank. Randolph, 4-3, base hit. That's a single into center. Randolph will go and get himself to first, and the Yankees have a base runner. So after retiring the first 9 batters in a row, Palmer gives up a bomb and now a single to Randolph. Here comes Nettles. Nettles is 0 for 1. Infield, double play depth. Randolph does have a stealing ability. That is a 1. He does get the jump. 15 minus 1 is 14. Dempsey minus 2 is a 12. So Randolph needs a 1 to 12 in order to steal. Nettles, though, can hit the ball pretty well. I'm not going to send him. I'm going to call off the steal and let Nettles swing. There is nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Palmer with the pitch. 2-4. That's an automatic out. And it will be a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn the double play. 3-2-3. Second base pivot. Dower +1. It's a 4. A 1 to 4 will be a double play. They do not turn it. It's a slow rolling grounder. And the only play is at first. Randolph will move to second. So it kind of works like a bunt. And now you got a runner in scoring position that is 1 out. So 1 man down. Randolph now at second. And here comes the candy bar, Reggie Jackson. Jackson 0 for 1. Infield is now back. Randolph, let's see what he's got. That is a 2. He does not get the jump to third. He will stay put there. How do you have to do a jump to third? You take the attempt rating of the runner, and of course add or subtract the pitcher rating, and then divide it by 2. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Divided by 2 becomes 1.5. And Chris says round down, so that would be a 1. So Randolph does not get the jump, so he will stay put. Hit and runs, I don't do with runners on second base anyway. You're usually not supposed to do it. Palmer will pitch. 2-1, range play. Jackson, 6-6, ground ball to short. That ball is hit. Ball is hit to Garcia. His range is a 4. The infield is back, and he will not get it. Base hit. Single right past Garcia. Randolph, a base running rating of 4, and he will come around to third, and he will score. 2-0 Yankees. Stadium cheers. Yay! So after retiring 9 batters in a row here for Jim Palmer, the wheels are falling off here in the bottom of the 4th. 3 hits, 2 singles, and a bomb, and now it is 2-0 in favor of the Bronx Bombers. Jackson gets himself an RBI single. Infield double play depth. Here comes Chambliss. Chambliss is 0 for 1. Jackson actually has a slight stealing ability, and he gets the jump. 2 minus 1 is 1, and he got it, but I'm not going to send him. I'll let Chambliss swing. Palmer will pitch. 4-3. Against the lefty, that is a blank. Chambliss. 2-2. Ground ball, second base. Let's see if they turn the double play. 2-1-2. Shortstop, pivot. Garcia, +1 is a 3. A 1 to 3, it's a double play. Nope. Jackson's going to make it to second. The only play Dower had was the first. 2 outs. 2 chances at a double play. And the Orioles are not able to turn it. Another ground out to second. And the batter now will be Spencer. Spencer is 0 for 1. 2 outs. Jackson on at second. He stays there. Palmer trying to get out of this inning here. Yankees leading 2-0. Pitch on the way. 1-1. That's a walk. That 11 is going to just miss. Spencer, 4-5. It's a ground ball to short. That one's taken care of by Garcia. And he throws to first to retire the side. But the Yankees get on the board first. 2 runs on 3 hits. A solo bomb by Mick the Quick. And the Yankees have a 2-0 lead here after 4. Our first game with the Yankees, they did shut out the Brewers 2-0. Early as we just started the 1979 season. As we now go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the O's will be Kiko Garcia. He is 0 for 1. Tiant, they'll go ahead, settle in, and make the pitch. 2-4, that's blank. Garcia, 1-1, and that's a base hit. That'll hit it right past first, as Spencer couldn't get to it, and Garcia will hold at first base. He gets a single to start the inning off. Here comes Dower. Dower is 0 for 1. Garcia is a stealing threat. Double play depth is called. Nothing happening on the strat. Dower will stay where he's at, as well as Garcia. El Tiante now has a 2-0 lead. Let's see what the Yankees can do with it. But here's the pitch from Tiante. 1-5 against a righty, walk plus, and that 13 is going to walk Dower. That's ball 4. That is ball 4, and now the Orioles got something going on here. Second walk issued by Tiant, and that will now bring up Bunbury. Bunbury 0 for 2. Nobody out, top of the 5th, 2-0 Yankees. And now runners at first and second for the O's. Strategy roll coming up. 15, Garcia stays where he is. El Tiante gets the call in from Narin. Here comes the pitch. 2-3. That's a home run chance. Bunbury a lefty. A 1 is what he needs. The 4 is too high. Bunbury a 2-4, and that is going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn 2. 1, 0, 2. Second base pivot, Randolph, +2 is a 4. A 1-4, they'll turn the double play. It is a 5, they don't. Garcia gets the third. Dower's out at second. Bunbury beats the relay. 1 down. 66% chance, and you can't get the double play. So runners do move up on the fielder's choice. And a chance now for Dempsey. Dempsey is 1 for 2. He has a double. Dempsey does hit in the double plays. The Yankees are going to keep the double play depth on, even though Garcia would score automatically. So they're going to play a double play depth and try to get out of the inning. Bunbury does have stealing ability, and that is a 4. He gets the jump. 15 minus 1 is 14. Narin +1 is 15. Garcia does not go. Bunbury is. They're going to try to get out the double play. Bunbury on his way to second. Bunbury is on his way to second. And a 1-15, he'll be safe. And he is. He slides into second base safely. And that's a stolen base for Bunbury. And that takes out the double play. Garcia, the double steal was not available, so Garcia does stay at third, but now runners at second and third for Dempsey, as the Orioles still have something going on. The infield will now play in. Tiant will go ahead and we'll do another strategy roll. That is a 15 and nothing happening. El Tiante looks in on Dempsey. Fans here at Yankee Stadium see the O's making a run here. Pitch from Tiant. 5-2, blank. Dempsey will swing. 3-4, and Dempsey does it again. He smacks one into center field. Dempsey, it's going to be a double to center. This game is tied. Rick Dempsey comes through again with a big-time double. Garcia will score. Bunbury will score. Dempsey on at second. We're tied at 2. Stadium groans. Yankee haters cheer. Yay! Dempsey gets his second double of the game, and that will score both runs. And how big is not turning those double plays? You turn a double play, it could make a big difference. He's old and running out of cigars. Turn double plays. You got to turn those double plays. You give another batter a chance. Anything's possible. We're tied at 2. And here comes a man that can easily break that tie in Singleton. Singleton 2 for 2 with 2 singles. The infield is back and still only one out. Strategy roll. That's a 3. Dempsey will stay put. What do you mean he's running out of cigars? He'll have to get some cigars. Pitch from El Tiante. 1-1. Strikeout 10. Got him. He gets Singleton, and that is a big strikeout. That is strikeout number 2 for Tiant. As I said, he did have 104 of them that year. And here comes Murray. Murray also capable of breaking the tie. Murray is 0 for 2. Dempsey on at second. And that is an 8. He will stay at second. El Tiant will go ahead and make the pitch. Tiant, 6-3. That is a home run result against the righty. Murray needs a 12. That is a 20. He does not get it. Oh, Tiant pitches Murray a grapefruit, but he couldn't do anything with it. 1-6, but he doesn't get the home run, but he does get a double. That one's hit the right. That's going to bounce off the wall. Dempsey coming around. He will score. The Orioles take the lead 3-2. Stadium groans. Yankee haters cheer. Yay! That's an RBI double by Eddie Murray, and the Orioles have put a 3 spot here in the top of the 5th. The Yankees got 2 in the bottom of the 4th, and the Orioles get 3 in the 5th, and now lead 3-2. Has to settle for the cheap American cigarello. 2 outs, and here comes Crowley, a good inning for the O's. Murray on at second base. Crowley will bat 3-2 Baltimore now. We heard a groan from the cheap seats in the upper deck. Yeah, that might be my mom. Tiant checking a strategy roll. That is a 17, nothing happening. Tiant will pitch. 5-1, walk, 6, yes, ball 4. Crowley goes to first, and the inning continues. Another walk by Tiant. That's the 3rd walk he's given up. And Tiant's beginning to run out of batters before fatigue. Here comes DeCinces. DeCinces 1 for 2 with a single. Runners at first and second now. Nothing happening there on the strat. Murray on at second. Crowley on at first. Tiant will settle in and make the pitch. 2-6. Automatic out. It will end the inning. And that is going to be a fly ball to left field. And Johnstone will settle in under it, make the catch, and that will end the inning. 3 runs for Baltimore on 3 hits, a couple of walks, and you got to turn those double plays. We go to the bottom of the 5th, where the O's have now taken the lead. So Jim Palmer gets a reprieve as the Orioles take the lead. And leading off for the Yankees will be Jay Johnstone. Johnstone is 0 for 1. Palmer settles in on Johnstone, now with a 3-2 lead. Pitch from Palmer. 5-6 against the lefty. That's a blank. Johnstone, 2-3. That's a ground out to second. 1 away. One out, and that will bring up Narin. Narin is 0 for 1. Palmer, he'll make the pitch. 5-3, hit by pitch. 13, no way. Narin, 3-4, fly ball, center field. Bunbury will take a few steps backwards, but he's got it. That's out number 2. 2 outs now. Here comes Dent. Dent is 0 for 1. Palmer gets the sign from Dempsey. Palmer will make the deal. 3-3, strikeout, 16, no way. Dent. 2-2, ground ball, second base. Moving over will be Dower. He's got it, takes his time, throws to first. A 1-2-3 inning on the Yankees. And if you're the Orioles, that's what you wanted. You didn't want to give any runs back. 3 up and 3 down. It is still 3-2 in favor of the O's. I have a very good feeling that we are going to be seeing lots of Baltimore this year. Do not underestimate the Orioles. They're off to a slow start, but historically in 1979, they did get off to a slow start. They're 2-9 in my season. They were actually 4-7 at this time. Some teams have gotten off to awful starts. The Boston Red Sox haven't won a game yet. They're 0-9. So, but then again, like I said, do you want the season to go exactly the same way it did? No, because if that's the case, why do it? Why replay it? Why replay a season where you already know what's going to happen? That's what makes it replaying a season as exciting, as there could be some surprises and a few teams that should be in there, that really should be in there, probably will be. We go to the top of the 6th. Leading off for B-Moore will be Pat Kelly. Kelly is 1 for 2. Tiant still on the mound. He can pitch to 3 more batters before tiring. Tiant with the pitch. 5-2. That is a blank. Kelly, 5-2. Fly ball, center field. Rivers gloves it. 1 out. 1 man down. Here comes Garcia. Garcia is 1 for 2. Tiant looks in there. He'll make the deal. And that's a 2-4. Blank. Garcia, 4-4. And against a right-handed pitcher, that's a fly ball deep to right field. Very deep. But Jackson's got room near the track. That's going to be out number 2. Two outs now for Dower. Dower walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Tiant goes ahead and gets ready. Here comes the pitch. 1-4, range play. Dower, 3-1, and that's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Randolph. Randolph, excellent at second base. His range is a 5, and he got it. Barely, but he just did. That is a 5. Nice play by Randolph. He will throw to first and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, and still 3-2 in favor of the Birds. Bottom of the 6th inning, a nice applause come from the Yankee Stadium crowd. Here is Mickey Rivers. Rivers hit a bomb his last time up. He is 1 for 2. Rivers did hit 9 home runs in 79. Palmer will pitch 6-6. Left against the lefty, blank. Rivers, 4-1, fly ball, left field. It won't get out of here this time. Kelly is there for the out. 1 man down. Here comes Randolph. Randolph, 1 for 2. He has a single. Palmer, he's only given up 2 runs so far on 3 hits. Palmer with the pitch. 6-3. That's a blank. Randolph, 1-4. Ground ball right back to Palmer. He'll take it. He'll underhand it to first for out number 2. So Palmer has done very well so far, and he's still pretty strong. Nettles is next. He's 0 for 2. Palmer gets it in there, ready to go. Fans here at Yankee Stadium were enjoying the ball game in the bottom of the 4th, and now we're not enjoying the ball game that much now in the top of the 6th. Palmer, 2-2. Error on a grounder. Nettles, 3-5. And nope, that's popped up in the infield. That's a pop out to second. Getting under air is Dower, and he will make the catch. And another 1-2-3 inning for Palmer. Every inning has been a 1-2-3 inning for him except the 4th, when he allowed 2 runs on 3 hits, but he sent the Yankees down in order every other time. After 6, it is still 3-2 in favor of the O's. As the Orioles trying to get their 3rd win. Remember, the 79 Orioles did make it to the World Series, but got beaten by the We Are Family Pirates. Will that happen in this season replay here on Inside Pitch for 79? Who knows? Top of the 7th. Leading off for the O's, their top of the order. Here is Al Bumbry. Bumbry is 0 for 3, but he did score coming around when he got on a fielder's choice. El Tiante is tired, and I think that's going to be it for him, as the Yankees are going to go to the bullpen. I just realized he is tired, so the Yankees will make a pitching change. Left-right switch coming up, and I think they're going to go with a righty here. So the Yankees are going to make a pitching change, and they'll bring on their workhorse for 1979. Coming on to pitch for the Yankees will be Dick Tidrow, a.k.a. Dirt. Tidrow will find himself on the Chicago Cubs later in the year. Tidrow, 13 wins, 6 losses, 6 saves, a 3.66 ERA, and we recently lost him as well to the natural causes, as Tidrow passed away recently. Baseball Demos joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Say hello, everybody, to Dave at Baseball Demos, who's doing a spectacular job with Stratomatic and his Demolition League. Please check out that channel for those of you who don't know anything about it. And if you don't know anything about Baseball Demos, I'll ask you what universe you've been in. Here's the pitch from Dirt. Tidrow, 2-5. That's a walk. That 7 is going to be called ball 4. Bunbury is an 8. -1 is a 7. And he just walked him. And Narin tried to frame the pitch, but the umpire didn't buy it. Bunbury goes to first on a walk. And Tidrow didn't like the call, but he's going to have to deal with it. And here comes Dempsey. Dempsey definitely right now the player of the game. He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Dempsey has been hot tonight. Infield is that double play depth. Baseball Demos waiting for Don Stanhouse. Stan the man unusual. Strategy rolls are still on, and that is a 15. Nothing happening. Bunbury will stay put. Dirt. Let's see what he will do. He will make the pitch. Tidrow, 1-6. Error on a grounder. Dempsey, 4-3. And that is not going to be an error. That's a slow roller to short. That's gone ahead and picked up by Dent. Dempsey has a base running rating of 1. The throw goes to first, and Dent is out, but just barely. It was such a slow roller that Dent really had to hurry the throw. But Dempsey is out at first. Bunbury moves to second. There is 1 out. And that's a ground out to short, but the runners advance. Now the batter is Singleton. And Singleton, as I said, in 79 was a beast. Singleton is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles and he struck out. The infield is now back. Strategy roll of 10. Bunbury stays at second. Tidrow now will look on at Singleton. Singleton would love to get a hit here and give the Orioles some insurance. Tidrow, 6-5 against the switch left. That is a blank. Singleton, 4-6, and that is a ground ball to second. Randolph is up with it. He'll throw to first for out number 2. Bunbury advances to third automatically. And now here comes Murray. Murray is 1 for 3. He doubled his last time up. 2 outs now. Rapidly moving ball game here, actually, between the O's and the Yanks. Strategy roll, that is an 18. No play. Dirt will go ahead and settle in on Murray. Got to be careful with Murray. He can hit 1 out. Almost did the last time up. Tidrow, 6-3. That's a walk. That 9. Ball 4. And again, Tidrow didn't like the call. 10 -1 is 9. That is a 9, and Murray just gets ball 4. And Tidrow not liking his umpire at all. And now the batter is Crowley. Crowley has walked twice. He's 0 for 1, though. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Again, the strategy roll. That is a 16. No play on the ball. Tidrow will settle in and get set and ready. Narin awaits the pitch. Crowley awaits the pitch. Pitch from Tidrow. 5-2. Blank. Crowley. 3-6. Base hit. Right past short. Right past second. That's a single for Crowley. He comes through with an RBI. Bunbury will come in to score. Murray, a base running rating of 4 with 2 outs. Single past second. He will make third. Crowley goes ahead, holds at first. 4-2, Baltimore. Oh, those bases on balls. Stadium groans. Yankee haters cheer. Yay! The next batter will be DeCinces, and Tidrow looking at Bob Lemon in the dugout. Remember, Lemon was the starting manager for the Yanks early that year until Martin took over later. But Tidrow looking at Lemon and saying, and Lemon says, just pitch, man. DeCinces is 1 for 3. He has a single. There are 2 outs. Strategy roll is still on, and that 14 means nothing. Tidrow will go ahead and set in on DeCinces. Here comes the pitch. Tidrow, 4-1, strikeout 20, no way. The Sensei, 6-1 against the right-handed pitcher. Single right past third. That's a base hit. Murray will come in to score. Crowley, a base running rating of 1. No chance to get to third. He's slow. He'll hold at second. But it is now 5-2 Orioles. Stadium groans. Another base hit. That's the Sensei. Those walks are really taking their toll. It's now 5-2. Here comes Kelly. Kelly will come up to bat. He is 1 for 3. They're going to stick with Tidrow. He will be tired after Kelly, though. Remember, this is the 70s where pitchers did pitch pretty deep. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. 5-2 O's. Strategy rolls are still on. And that is a 15. Crowley stays. Tidrow will now settle in. Kelly gets ready. The pitch from Dirt. 3-1 against the lefty. That's going to be an automatic out. It'll be a ground ball to short. Taken care of there by Dent. And he's going to throw to second to get to Sensei. And that will retire the side. Orioles get a couple of runs. 2 runs on 2 hits. And 2 big-time walks. And Tidrow is livid as he goes to talk to the umpire before going into the dugout. Tidrow knows he's going to be done. He's not going to come out in the 8th. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. And New York, New York. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we will have 10-minute ticker coming up after the game. Tomorrow night on Inside Pitch, well, usually after we have the Yankees in a game, the next night we got the Mets, and we get a chance to look at the greatest baseball team in history, my New York Mets. In 79, they were pretty much garbage. Tomorrow night, we will be at the Vet. We got a good matchup tomorrow night as the New York Mets will take on the Philadelphia Phillies. Pete Falcone will take on lefty Steve Carlton. So for those of you who like a decent pitching matchup, that actually isn't too bad. Falcone and Carlton, as we'll get our first look at the Mets and the Phillies in 79. So join us there tomorrow for that game. That should be fun to play for my Mets. Although my Mets are off to a terrible start this season. The Mets right now have a record of 2 wins and 7 losses. As I said, the 79 Mets were not good. Why do you guys always choose a season where my Mets really don't have a chance? 1981, Mets were ugh. 79, Mets were ugh. 1985, my Mets get beat in a wild card playoff against the Reds. And 1976, I lose the division series to the Phillies. With that pitching staff, too. Jeez. You guys just don't like my Mets. That's okay. We got Stratomatic 1986 coming in. You guys are going to get your full of the Mets with that. And although I also have, of course, the 1986 season for Inside Pitch, but I'd rather use Inside Pitch for the season replays, a Mets replay will probably be done with Strat. We shall see how I do it. Bottom of the 7th inning, Orioles lead the Yankees 5-2. Leading off for the Yankees will be this guy, Reggie Jackson. Jackson is 1 for 2. Palmer still has plenty of gas in the tank. His only mistake was the 4th inning. 2 runs on 3 hits. After that, there are zeros everywhere. Palmer with the pitch. 6-5. That is a strikeout. 13. Got him. He gets Jackson. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 1 for Palmer. Palmer only had 67 Ks in 79. Was not a hard thrower that year. One man down, and here comes Chambliss. Chambliss is 0 for 2. 73 season. Well, who knows what the next season you guys choose for inside pitch. Palmer, 4-3. That against the lefty, that is a blank. Chambliss, 2-2. Ground ball, second base. Dowers got it, and he throws to first. Out number 2. Palmer doing a heck of a job tonight. Only 1 inning, he had it rough. Here's Spencer. Spencer is 0 for 2. Palmer, he'll go ahead. Fans here at Yankee Stadium now seeing a 5-2 score. Palmer with the pitch. 3-5. Wild pitch. Ball 1. Palmer again. 3-3. Strikeout 6. Got him. Called strike 3 on Spencer. And Spencer now jaws with the umpire a little bit. Against the righty, a 7. -1 is a 6. And he just got it. And Spencer goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 2 for Palmer, and the side is retired. What a job by Palmer tonight. What a job by Palmer. If it wasn't for the 4th inning, he'd be doing a no-hitter. He's gotten 3 up and 3 down in every inning in the game except the 4th. After 7, 5-2 in favor of the O's. Sean 1113 joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Yeah, Mets would be brutal in 62. Although a 62 season would be a lot of fun because of the players that were involved in that season, and the Mets were the lovable losers in 62. They would be fun to play also. Just ask Al Red Sox fan. Al Red Sox fan is doing the 1962 Mets in Action PC Baseball trying to beat 40 wins. When Al Red Sox fan manages, he usually gets it done. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Kiko Garcia leads off for B-Moore. He is 1 for 3. Tidrow coming out of the game. They got right, left coming up, so the Yankees are probably going to bring in another right-hander. And they are going to go with, it's not a save situation, they're going to go with Ken Clay. They got Gossage, but I think in this situation, I think you save him. So here is Ken Clay for the Yankees. 1 win, 7 losses, 2 saves, a 5.40 ERA. Clay is there really to try to eat some innings up. Garcia will go ahead and will get ready to hit. Clay, 2-5, wild pitch, ball 1. 5-1, that is a blank. Garcia will swing 6-3. Base hit to left field. Garcia gets himself a single. That's his 2nd hit of the night for Garcia. He'll hold it first. Still hoping inside pitch will do 1997. He is going to get them all done sooner or later, Brian. He will. He'll get them all done. He will get it all done. I've already told him people want to see the 90s. They really want to see more 90s seasons. He only has 3 90s seasons. He needs to do the 90s. He's got to get those done. He'll get to it. Here's Dower. Dower is 0 for 2. Infield at double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. Clay with the pitch. 2-5. Wild pitch. 18. Ball 1. Clay will do it again. 5-5. That's a walk, and that 8 is going to be ball 4. And Clay comes in there, and suddenly the Orioles have runners at first and second, and no one out. So maybe bringing in Clay wasn't the right idea, but here is Bunbury. Bunbury is 0 for 3. He did walk his last time up. Infield is still at double play depth. Runners at first and second. Garcia on at second, Dower on at first. Clay trying to get an out. Pitch from Clay. 4-1, blank. Bunbury. 4-4, fly ball, left field. Getting over there is Johnstone. And he will make the catch for the out, 1 away. 1 down now for Dempsey. Dempsey having a good night, 2 for 4. He's got 2 doubles. Clay will make the pitch. Fans here at Yankee Stadium don't like what they see on the scoreboard. Clay, 3-1. Strikeout 3. Got him. He got Dempsey. A nice big K for Clay. A K for Clay. 2 down. Orioles trying to get some more insurance. And here comes Singleton. Singleton, 2 for 4. He's got 2 singles. He's squeezing the Yankees more than Mr. Whipple squeezed the Charmin. Dave, the puns, I mean, really, guy, really. Runners at second, Dower on at first. Clay will now pitch to Singleton. Singleton, 2 for 4. Orioles trying to get some insurance. Pitch from Clay. 2-1. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium. 4-5. And it's going to be a fly ball center field. Mickey Rivers has all the room he needs. He will make the catch. And Clay was a little shaky, but he gets the job done. No runs. There was a hit for the O's in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, where the Orioles still have a 5-2 lead. Yeah, I know. The amount of money that players on people on eBay are asking for other Stratomatic seasons, is ridiculous. But that's what happens when you only reprint a season for a short period of time. I'll say this, as much as I love Inside Pitch, and I do, and it's my favorite of the bunch, if Stratomatic had every season available, Stratomatic would be the top seller of baseball games, period. Yes, it would beat APA, because Stratomatic, believe it or not, even though the shipping charges are a little ridiculous, their seasons are a lot cheaper than APA. That being said, though, APA, you still get all the players. Strat still doesn't pre-print all the players. You got to use that silly card viewer, which I think is ridiculous. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. That's one of the reasons why I like Inside Pitch. You get every player. And if there's a few players missing, it's only because they didn't have any at-bats. But you can usually ask Chris Davis to make you a PDF or something like that, a PDF card, and that's good enough. He'll usually do it. Palmer comes back on the mound. Palmer has got 5 batters left before he fatigues. Jay Johnstone leads off for the Yankees. He is 0 for 2. Palmer pitching an absolute gem tonight. His only mistake was the 4th inning. Palmer with the pitch. 5-5. That's a walk. That 8 is going to be too high. Johnstone, that is an 8. -1 is a 7. Johnstone will swing. 3-1. Fly ball. Left field. Kelly gets over there. And that's the out. 1 down. Palmer pitching like the Hall of Famer he is. Here's Narin, and we're going to see a pinch hitter as Narin is going to come out of the game. The Yankees can now bring in pinch hitters. And let's see who they're going to bring in here. And they're going to go with, it's the 8th inning. It doesn't have to be, it just has to be a high amount of bats, or do I want to bring in White? Yeah. Coming on to pitch for the pinch hit for the Yankees is going to be Roy White. 215 average, 3 homers, 27 RBIs. Thurman Munson will take over at catcher. So Roy White will now come up to bat. Palmer will make the pitch. Palmer, 4-6. That's a blank. White will swing. 4-1. Fly ball. Left field. Kelly's got room. He will make the catch for out number 2. Now Palmer giving up a lot of fly balls in this game too, but he's getting the job done. Up next will be Dent. He'll bat. Dent will bat here with 2 outs. Dent is 0 for 2. Palmer, he'll make the pitch. 2-3, that's a blank. Dent, a 1-3, and that is a fly ball center field. Moving over is Bunbury. Bunbury will get under it. He will make the catch. Another 1-2-3 inning for Palmer. Palmer pitching beautifully here. And 1-2-3 go the Yankees after 8. It is still 5-2 Baltimore. We go to the top of the ninth. Leading off for the O's will be Eddie Murray. Ken Clay, let's see, switch left, right. May see a new pitcher here, although it is a 3-run lead. Yeah, we'll see a new pitcher. Clay's going to come out of the game. He actually did pretty well, but the Yankees will bring in their closer. He had a lot of relief appearances, and his job is just to keep the game where it's at. Coming on to pitch for the Yankees will be Rich Gossage. The Goose is loose. 5 wins, 3 losses, 18 saves, a 2.62 ERA. Gossage will take the mound. His job is to keep it a 3-run lead. Eddie Murray is the batter. He is 1 for 3, doubled and walked. Gossage with the pitch. 5-2. That's a pitcher result. Murray, a switch hitter, hitting to the left side. A 1-2 is an automatic out. He got it. That is a 2, and it will be a fly out to right. Wow. What a pitch by Gossage, as Murray couldn't do anything with it, and he got way under it, and that's the first out. Here comes Crowley. Crowley will bat. He's 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Gossage, he will make the pitch. 5-5. That's a range play. Crowley, a 1-6. That's a ball hit to center field. That is a 9 against the righty. That's going to be a possible triple because it is a range play to center field on his high horses, Rivers. Rivers is near the wall. His range is a 3, and he can't get it. That's going to drop at the wall and roll away all the way. Crowley rounding second. He will come into third, safe with a triple. Crowley gets a big 3-bagger right there. And the O's have themselves an insurance run at third. Crowley, a base running rating of 1. A base running rating of 1, but Crowley has triple rating. And last night, somebody asked, does inside pitch give up a lot of triples? I would like to mention in 1979, George Brett had 20 of them. George Brett had 20 triples in 1979. Go figure that. 2 outs. And that is 1 out. A runner on third. Here comes DeCinces. DeCinces is 2 for 4. He's got 2 singles. Crowley on at third base. The infield is in. Yankees cannot afford any more runs. Gossage, strategy rolls are off. Here comes the pitch. Gossage, 1-4. That's a range play at the park. Yankee Stadium, 6-3. And that is going to be a fly ball to left field. Moving over there is Johnstone. His range is a 3, and it will drop. Base hit. And that's going to be in front of him for a single. The Orioles will get some insurance. Crowley walks on home. He will score. 6-2 Orioles. Stadium groans. That's the 3rd hit of the game for DeCinces. And the Orioles have now scored the amount of runs they actually had in that game, which was 6. But it is now 6-2. The final score of that game actually was 6-3. DeCinces on it first. Here comes Kelly. Gossage will go ahead. He'll stay out there. Kelly is 1 for 4. Infield back to double play depth. There's still 1 out. DeCinces on it first. Gossage, he'll make the pitch. 6-5. That's a possible error. Kelly, 3-1. Ground ball to short. Ball is hit to Dent. His error rating is a 6. That's a 3. It goes through the wickets. That's going to be an error on Bucky Dent. DeCinces will hold it second. Kelly will hold it first. It's a ground ball error. And the inning will continue. And that is an E6. First error on the Yankees. They did not have any errors in the game. The Orioles did, though. They had 2 of them. That's a 1-base error as the ball went through the Dent's wickets. Runners at first and second for Garcia. And the Orioles are looking to get even more. And Gossage can't believe it. But Dent makes an error there, and a ground ball right through the wickets. Garcia having a good night. He's 2 for 4. He's got 2 singles. Infield still at double play depth. Gossage will stay out there as the Yankees are already seeing the writing on the board. Pitch from Gossage. 5-4. Wild pitch, 10. That's a possible pass ball. Narin has a pass ball rating of 1, and that is going to be a 4. It'll get by him. The runners will advance. Oh, boy. Not doing good for the Yankees. That is, I'm sorry, not Narin. That's Munson. His pass ball rating is a 4. My bad. I didn't change it. Munson is in there, and it's not a pass ball. My bad. After further review, I forgot to change that Munson was at catcher. Timeout. And that's my fault. Give me a moment, as I got to fix that. Munson, 3-4, 17, and a -2. All right. That's not a pass ball. I'm sorry. That's ball 1. Nice play by Munson. I forgot he was behind the plate. So Munson is there. So now runners at first and second. That is ball 1. Upon further review, Gossage will do it again. Gossage, 3-4. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 4-3. Ground ball to third. Let's see if they turn the 2. 4, 6, 7. The only way, I don't have to check anything out. The only way it's not a double play is on a 6. It is a 2, and they got it. Third base to second base to first base. Side retired. And by the way, that ball was hit towards the line. It's actually a 5-3 double play, as the play is made by Nettles, and he tags the bag and throws to first to get the out, and that will end the inning. Either way, it's a double play. So that'll be a 5-3 double play. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. And the Orioles have a 6-2 lead going into the bottom of the 9th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Bottom of the 9th inning. Coming on to pitch is Palmer. He can pitch to 2 more batters before tiring. He's got a 4-run lead. Palmer has been magnificent tonight, and they're going to leave him in there. The Oriole bullpen, however, is getting ready. Mickey Rivers leads off for the Yankees. He is 1 for 3. He's got a homer. Bottom of the 9th inning, 6-2. Palmer will go ahead and make the pitch. 5-3. That's a hit by pitch. 2. No. Rivers is a 3, but -10 makes it -7. Rivers, 6-4. And he popped it up in the infield. That's going to be a pop out to second. Dowers got it, out number 1. What a job by Jim Palmer. If it wasn't for the 4th inning, he would be pitching a no-hitter. Here's Randolph. Randolph is 1 for 3. He's got a single. Palmer hasn't allowed anybody on base except for the 4th inning when he gave up the home run to Rivers and 2 singles and scored Randolph. Palmer will now make the pitch. Palmer, 2-6. Range play at the park. Yankee Stadium, 1-3. And that is a home run to center field. Well, it's a range play. We first got to see if it's a homer. Against the righty, Randolph needs a 2. That's a 10. No homer. Now it's hit to center. The ball is hit to Bunbury. His range is a 4, and he will not get it, and it's going to drop for a double. So Randolph doesn't get the homer, but it bounces off the wall, and Randolph will slide into second with a double. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 518? I think not. That's the first hit on Palmer since the 4th inning. So Randolph goes to second, but the Yankees need a lot more runs. Nettles is the next batter. Palmer is tired, but they're going to let him pitch. This is the 70s, not 2020, where if a pitcher makes 1 pitch, he's already tired, or they already yank him out. How's that work out for modern-day baseball? Palmer will make the pitch to Nettles. Palmer, 6-3. That is a blank. Nettles, 4-1. And against the righty, that's going to be a ground ball back to Palmer. Palmer's got it. He's going to throw to first for out number 2. Randolph needs a 4 or lower to get to third, and he does. And he'll go to third, but there are now 2 outs. Ground ball right back to Palmer. And now here comes Reggie. Reggie, 1 for 3, has a single. Randolph on at third. There are 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. 6-2 O's. Palmer getting set and ready to go. He is tired, but he says he can pitch. Earl Weaver has nothing but total confidence in him. Palmer will settle in. Reggie ready to go. Here it comes. Pitch. 5-4 against the lefty. Blank. Jackson will swing. 4-1. It's a fly ball left field. Getting over there is Kelly. He measures it. Takes 2 steps to his right. Puts out his glove. Blop. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Orioles go ahead and get a big win here at the Bronx. They beat the Yankees 6-2. Stadium groans. Yankee haters cheer. Yay! What a job by Jim Palmer. No runs a hit for the Yankees. What a job. Palmer goes the distance. Hall of Famer? You bet. As Jim Palmer goes all the way, and he only gives up 2 runs on 4 hits. What a job by Jim Palmer. Definitely the player of the game. He may actually hold that with Rick Dempsey, but I'll give that to Palmer. He had a great game here. He had a great game here. And yes, there will be more Marvel coming soon as ID Jester joins us here late at Yankee Stadium. Check out his awesome wargaming channel. And he always has, and ID Jester has some great great wargamers on his channel. Rough Swordsman Wargamer, Tony's Board Life, Herman Luttman, the Blue Tweezers, ID Jester. I don't know. I really don't know how ID Jester gets these guys. But I guess ID Jester just knows people. That's all. A win here for the Orioles as Brad Church joins us here real quick. Final line score coming up. For the Orioles, 6 runs on 13 hits and no errors. For the Yankees, 2 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher, of course, is Jim Palmer. He goes the distance. A complete game, he'll get the win. Louis Tiant takes a hard loss. He takes the loss here tonight. Yankees just really had, although they got the 2 runs on Palmer, they really had no answer for Jim. He was just amazing tonight. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Don't go away. See, that's the thing about you there, Kirk. They know you, so you know people. Kirk, you know people. That's what makes you so special. So you know guys, so I know you can get me in with anybody pretty much, I think. His rants are epic. Yes, they are. Nobody has the most epic rants other than ID Jester. It is time for the 10-minute ticker brought to you by FastScore Baseball. The Orioles do get a 6-2 win. The actual historical score of that game, the Orioles won it 6-3. The Orioles had 6 runs. We had 6. The Orioles had 9 hits. We had 13. They had 2 errors. We had none. For the Yankees, they scored 3 runs. Here we had 2. They had 8 hits. We had 4. They had 0 errors, and we had 1. So you can get pretty close. Another reason why I think inside pitch is still very, very accurate. Let's get right to it. Back to FastScore Baseball, April 19th, Milwaukee at Boston. Red Sox still looking for their first win. They are 0-9. Milwaukee 10-21, and that is 2. Boston 12-16, and that is also 2. God, Red Sox can't get a break. We got extras. Milwaukee rolls a 4. +2 is a 6. Boston rolls a 4. -2 is a 2. Another win for the Brewers. The Red Sox are now 0-10. California, Minnesota. California 18-15, and that is 3. Minnesota 13-11, that's 0, and that'll be a win for the Angels. Cardinals and the Cubs. Cardinals not off to a good start either. Cardinals 10-42, and that is 5. Cubs 10-11, that's 0. That's a shutout. And as soon as ID Jester gets in the chat, the Cardinals start to win. That's a win for the Redbirds, and I know that Jester loves it because he beat the Schmubs. Atlanta at Cincinnati. The Reds are unbelievably good right now. They're 10-2 start. Atlanta 5-33, and that is 3. The Reds with Tom Seaver 10-46. That's going to be another win for the Redlegs. San Francisco and the Padres. Giants 14-24, and that's 4. Padres 10-31, and that's 3. Another win for the Giants. Moving on to April 20. 420, smoke them if you got them. Milwaukee taking on Baltimore now. Milwaukee 8-25, and let's see, I'm going to pull this a little closer to me so I can read it better. There we go. 8-25, and that is 3. Baltimore a 6-34, and that's 3. We got extras between the two. Milwaukee rolls a 4, +2 is a 6. Baltimore rolls a 4, that's a 0. The Brewers are gonna win that ball game. Kansas City at Boston. Kansas City 7-51, and that is 5. Boston 13-61, and that is 8. And the Red Sox finally get their first win. Oakland at California. Oakland 5-56, and that's 5. California 16-55, and that's 8. That'll be another win for the Angels. The Halos are off to a good start. White Sox at Cleveland. White Sox 17-55, that's 8. Cleveland 9-53, and that is 6. A win for the Pale Hose. Toronto at Detroit. Toronto with Mark Lemongello, BB's favorite player of all time. Toronto 6-35, and that's 3. The Tigers 22-52. Well, and that's going to be 8, and that'll be a win for the Cats. Texas and the Yankees. Rangers 9-46, and that's 5. Yankees 7-46, and that's also 5. We got extras between the Rangers and the Yankees. Rangers both roll a 1. Texas -1. Yankees +1. The Yankees will win the ball game. Padres and the Braves. Padres 8-22, and we got 2. The Braves 8-53, and that's 5. It'll be a win for the Braves. Montreal and the Cubs. Expos off to a good start. Expos 9-66, that's 10. Cubs 5-31, that's 3. That'll be a win for the Spos. Pittsburgh and the Astros. Good pitching matchup. Bruce Keeson against J.R. Richard. Pirates, we are family, 5-56, and that is 5. The Astros 2-44, and that is 3. That will be a win for the Bucks. Mets and the Phillies. My Mets are off to a horrible start, but 1979 was not a good year for them. Good pitching matchup, though. Swan against Ruthven. Can my Mets get a win? Mets, 645, and that is 4. The Phillies, 634, and that is 3. And I'll take a happy recap. Dodgers and the Giants. Dodgers, 1063, and that's 8. Giants, 1061, and that's 7. Barely. But a big difference a number makes. A 63 and a 64 is an 8. A 61 is a 7. Wow, that'll be a win for the Dodgers. Reds and the Cardinals. Reds are off to a hot start. But remember, the Reds in 79 were pretty darn good. Reds, 1833, and that is 5. The Cardinals, 955, and that is 6. And the Cardinals will beat the Reds. Moving on to April 21, Milwaukee at Baltimore. Milwaukee, 553, and we got 5. Baltimore, 1021, and that's 2. The Orioles still having issues. Kansas City at Boston. Kansas City, 1356, and that's going to be 7. Boston, 1713, and that's going to be 2. And that is not good for the Red Sox. Struggling early here in April. Oakland at Cali. A's, 434, and that is 3. California, 2112, and that's up barely. That doesn't get it. That's 2. And the A's will win that game. California takes a rare loss. White Sox at Cleveland. White Sox, 1715, and that's 3. Cleveland, 826. That's 3. We have extras. White Sox roll a 4, and -2 clutch is a 2. And let's see, Cleveland rolls a 1, and +2 is a 3, and that's going to be a win for the Tribe. They will beat the White Sox. Toronto against Detroit. Toronto at 463, and that is 6. Detroit a 2013, and that's 3. Wow, a 4 beats a 20. It's enough for the Blue Jays. They will beat the Tigers. Seattle taking on Minnesota. Mariners a 554, and that is 5. Minnesota an 11-12. That's going to be 1. A win for the M's. Texas and the Yankees. Good pitching matchup. Fergie Jenkins against Catfish Hunter. Texas 1545, and that is 6. Yankees 765, and that is 8. That'll be a win for the Yankees. Padres and the Braves. Padres 826, and that's 3. Bravos 652, and that's 5. That'll be a win for the Braves. Montreal and the Cubs. Expos 1034 and 4. Cubs 461, and that's going to be 6. A win for the Cubbies. Pittsburgh and the Astros. Pittsburgh and the Astros. Pittsburgh a 615, and that's going to be 1. The Astros 362, and that's going to be 6. That'll be a win for the Astros. I know Steeler fan will be happy with that. Mets and the Phillies. We have these guys tomorrow. Can the Mets win 2 in a row? Let's see. Mets 524, and that is 2. Philadelphia 814, and that is 1. My Mets will have a happy recap. We win 2 games in a row, a chance to win our 3rd straight tomorrow night. Happy recap for my Mets. Dodgers and the Giants. Dodgers 1323, and that is 3. Giants 535. And that is also 3. We have extras between those two. Dodgers roll a 6. -4 is a 2. And the Giants roll a 3, and that's a 0, and they're going to win it. So the Giants will win it in extras. Cincinnati at the Cardinals. Mike Lacoste against Martinez. Cincinnati, 9.54, and that's going to be 6. The Cardinals, a 9.53, and that is also 6. We have a tie. Extra innings between the Reds and the Cardinals. Reds roll a 2. -1 is a 1. Cardinals roll a 1. 0. And that's also a 1. But the Cardinals are the home team. They get the win in a tie. That's your home field advantage. And the Cardinals will beat the Reds. That is your 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we will travel to the vet as the greatest team ever, the New York Mets, will take on the Philadelphia Phillies. Pete Falcone will go for the Mets. Lefty Steve Carlton will go for the Phillies. My Mets usually play well on the board, but we seem to stink in 10-minute ticker. But can my Mets win 3 in a row and try to make this season interesting? We'll find out tomorrow. Be there or be square. BB, Big Clue, ID Jester, Brad Church, Brian Patterson, Sean 1113, Baseball Demos, Steeler Fan 1933, Woodman 564, Ronald Spursky. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe for some Marvel Champions in the morning, and maybe and we'll definitely have some baseball tomorrow night. It is the Baltimore Orioles. They get a win here in New York. They beat the Yankees 6-2. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.